Let's go now. The Dakar Dar es Salaam. Min al-Qaira ila Cape Town. Del Luanda to Maputo. We rise as one. From the pharaohs of Egypt to the super eagles flight, the Atlas lions roar with might. The elephants of Cote d'Ivoire charge ahead. Teranga lions never dread. The black stars shine in Ghana's sky. Bafana Bafana dance, spirits high. The sable antelopes leap with grace, and the desert foxes set the pace. One Africa, one goal. Feel the passion in your soul. From the mountains to the shore, we play for pride, we roar as one. Moj Africa, Mojandoto. One Africa, one dream. Uma Africa, umenti so. One Africa, one mindset. Moj Africa, one Jandoto. Uma Africa, one mindset so.
Welcome to Inside AFCON 2025 on 97.3. I'm Gabby Offer.
Indomitable lions never fall.
And this is your place for everything AFCON talk.
Zimbabwe stand tall.
All the way from Morocco.
Flames of Malawi burn bright. And the leopard.
Feel free to join the conversation as always. 0539 986 996. 0539 986 996. Senegal taking on the host nation Morocco late on Sunday at the Prince Moulay Abdallah Stadium at 7 p.m. Who would win it? Would it go to Senegal or the North African country in Morocco? Looking to win a second AFCON title. The last time they did so was in 1976. And for Senegal, the last time they won the AFCON was in 2021.
One Africa, one goal.
Well, last night was
Feel the passion
the dramatic. Goalkeeper Yassine Bounou,
from the mountain.
imagine the hero, as host Morocco booked their place in the final for the first time in 22 years. Legend Nigeria 4-2 on penalties after that goalless semi-final. They were back. Can the Moroccans win it? You think that they'll suffer the same fate back in 2004 when they lost to Tunisia by 2-1 in the final? You can always join the conversation. Welcome to the show again. I've got Yao Ejemi to do the discussion with me. Hi Yao, good afternoon.
Hello, Gabby.
You good?
Yes, I'm good.
Charlie, yesterday we were here, we were soaking it all in.
Yeah.
Paying attention to two things. In Stamford Bridge, some people were doing some things.
Yeah.
And then in Rabat too, it was Morocco up against Nigeria.
Yeah.
And
in Spain too, Real
in
Madrid
Spain,
were doing
Charlie,
their
it was-
own
it
thing.
was-
Yeah.
today,
the Chelsea fans and Real Madrid fans thought that we've forgotten about them because of what was happening
Do you know when they actually
in
done on
Morocco. But forget them.
Yeah.
We know that they lost.
They also misbehaved.
Yeah.
Do you know when it actually dawned on me? When I was given the updates this morning on kickoff,
Yeah.
I was like, what's this day where like a lot of setbacks and all of that? Albacete, second division.
Yeah. They
Bro.
lost. I mean,
Well, we'll
At the
talk
end of the
about
day,
that.
we'll talk about that later.
Let's get into the talk.
Yeah.
I don't know where we should start from, whether the Daniel Lai performance or
straightforward, Daniel Lai. Let's
we should
address
talk
the
about that,
elephant
right?
in the room.
Okay.
Yeah, let's address the elephant in the room.
First off, on a scale of 1 to 10, what would be your rating for him?
Yeah, between 7 and 8 over 10.
7 and 8. Good
Yeah,
stuff.
between
Why
7
would
and
you
8
give him
over
7
10?
and 8?
I mean, with the exception of, let's say, before you start the game, you're 10 over 10. So, with the exception of that yellow card that he flashed to Calvin Bassey,
Yeah.
which was flat out wrong. and 2 Moroccan players kicking the ball away after the foul had been called against them, which meant that they had caused a delay of game, which is a bookable offense.
Yeah.
That Daniel Lai didn't flash the yellow cards to those 2 players. Aside that, these 2 issues, so -2, so that you have 8.
Yeah.
Then you have a few niggling calls.
Yeah. I think that
50-50 challenges.
I remember one just around the Nigerian box.
Yeah.
That the Moroccans thought that Lai should have called that for a penalty for them, and then they overlooked it. It wasn't that. I thought
that issue.
Yeah, but to me, I thought that challenge was a 50-50 decision. It wasn't in the box, just around the D. And then Lai overlooked
which
it.
one? The handball?
Yes.
Oh no, you put that aside.
Okay.
I'll address it. Then, so I've mentioned 2 items. So you take those 2 out, so -2. So right now, Lai is at Daniel Lai is at 8/10, and then a few niggling calls here and there.
Yeah.
So you can use that to deduct, let's say 0.5 or maybe a full mark. And once you take those out, he was good. He was on point. So that gives you 7/10, or it can give you 7.5. And if you want to apply the law of approximation in mathematics, you'll get 8. And so that's why I rank him between 7 and 8.
Okay.
Now, to address the issue that you highlighted, the handball. It wasn't a handball. It was a correct call by the VAR and the referee. How is that a handball? When the ball hits the thigh, it hits the arm of Calvin Bassey, but the ball hit the thigh of Calvin Bassey first before it struck the arm of Calvin Bassey, which was in very close proximity. It is not a foul. It is not a foul. So that was a correct call by the referee. And I see a lot of people, I wouldn't say Nigerians, supporters of the Super Eagles, because not every Nigerian who supports the Super Eagles.
Exactly.
So supporters of the Super Eagles.
Mama Joy of South Africa supporting the Super Eagles.
Yeah. So the supporters and sympathizers of the Super Eagles, I saw them posting some videos on X that about a ball that didn't cross the line for a throw-in, but Daniel Lai called for a throw-in for Morocco.
Yeah.
Daniel Lai, in that instance, he did the right thing because he was out of range for him to be able to see where the ball was and to make a call. So if you check the feed, he made that call based on what he had heard from his assistant referee on that side of the pitch. And so after he had made that decision, or he had made that call, Erechel was blasting the assistant referee on the sidelines because he knew that wasn't the call from the ref. He was advised to make that call. So aside this, what can you say negatively about referee Daniel Lai's performance? And the ultimate question is simple: did referee Daniel Lai's performance hinder Nigeria from qualifying to the next round of the tournament? Did Nigeria lose this game because of referee Daniel Lai's decisions? And we all can attest to the fact that it's a big fat no. So what is this whole hoopla about Daniel Lai? What has he done?
You know what I monitored before the game, right? So I was watching a lot of the videos from Morocco, especially on the part of the Nigerian journalists. They had already picked up this mindset of theirs that, one, he's a West African referee, and that they were going to monitor whatever he does on the pitch with rapt attention. And so it was more of like, okay, we've taken a decision about him already. So whatever he does on the pitch is against the Nigerian team. Because after the game,
it was predetermined.
Yeah, after the game, I still watched it, and I hear some of the Nigerians rating his performance 3/10,
3/10,
2/10, and
how can you rate his performance 2/10? I think they are being just overly emotional. I understand you are emotional. I get it. It's an emotional sport. You are invested in it emotionally, but to go over the top and rate his performance at 2/10, we all can attest to the fact that that's an overly emotional thought that has been shared right there. And I can bet my last peswa, let's say next week, if Nigerians take themselves out of this competition a bit in terms of separation, next week, let them sit without any emotions attached to it, and watch the game and watch the game again. Trust me, they will come back and review the score that they gave out to referee Daniel Lai, because you can't watch that game and seriously tell me that his performance was 3/10, 4/10, 2/10. Our colleague, some of our colleagues who were a colleague of ours who is in Morocco, he conducted a survey. He asked journalists in the mix zone, in the press conferences and all, about how they will rate Daniel Lai's performance. Nigerian journalists ranked him or rated him 4/10, but journalists from South Africa and other countries, collectively, it amounted to a 7/10. So clearly, it is enough evidence to show that the reactions that we are seeing from Nigeria, it is not coming from a place where it is necessarily objective, but it is heavily induced subjectively, and not objectively. And this issue, as soon as you brought it up, I saw it before even a lot of people started talking about it, that Daniel Lai has been doomed. Whether he does well or he doesn't do well, he has been doomed. Damn if you do, damn if you don't. If he had officiated the game in a certain way, Morocco would have had issues. If Nigeria had qualified,
that's to favor the Nigerians.
Yes,
the Moroccan fans would have protected.
Based on what he did, if Nigeria had qualified, Morocco would have had issues with him. Based on what he did, now Nigeria have issues with what he did. So that tells me that he did a good job. Because how do you rate a good deal? A good deal is when the buyer believes that, oh, I've overpaid. But at the same time, on the flip side, the seller believes that he undersold. That is when you have a good deal. That is when you strike the parity and you know that yes, indeed, you have a good deal. And that is what we witnessed, because if Morocco had lost this game, they would have had issues with it, with his performance.
In fact,
and Nigeria lost this game, they are having issues. And let me just go through a quick items that you look out for when grading the performance of a referee, based on the source or material I sourced from the FA.com. That's the English Football Association.
Okay, run us through that.
1. Knowledge and application of the law or rules. Did Daniel Lai apply the rules?
Yes.
And did he highlight knowledge of the rules? That's 1. Decision making. Was it quick? Was it confident? Was it correct? Was it consistent? Now, positioning and fitness. Did Daniel Lai look tired in the game?
Nope.
Was his positioning in order to make calls, officiating calls, was it on point?
Yes.
It was. Game management and control. Did he look in control of the game?
Yeah, he did.
Did he manage the game very well?
He did.
Communication. Did he effectively communicate with the players, with the coaches, the technical bench? Did he effectively communicate?
There was one point he called the 2 captains, Ashraf and who was the captain for Nigeria?
It was Osimhen. On that night, it was Osimhen. Composure and emotional control. Did he look emotionally in control of the game? Did he look composed? Yes, he did. Throughout the 120 minutes, did Daniel Lai look ruffled by the happenings in and around him?
Yeah, the chants from the supporters.
Did he look ruffled? He didn't. Now, then awareness and alertness. Did he look alert?
Yeah, he looked sharp.
He didn't look alert.
Yeah,
he didn't look sharp. Did he look? Did he look that he had a proper sense of awareness? He did. Then advantage. A good referee knows when to apply the advantage rule.
Yeah.
Did he do that in certain instances? He did. So,
and you see,
so where is this whole hoopla coming from?
Yeah, just to add to what you've read out, right? I have watched him officiate a lot of these high-profile games. What I've realized with Lai is that he's not a man that the slightest of tackles he pulls out a yellow card, and I stand to be corrected.
Yes.
I think what I've realized with him is that he likes to speak to the players, and that showed again last night. There was a moment when we had tackles just flying in on both ends, and then he called the 2 captains and spoke to them and was like, from his lips I could read that I am not going to take this behavior. And I even called
Yeah,
Bernard.
He told Osimhen.
Yes, I called Bernard to that. I was like, did you hear what he said? Yeah. He's trying to put their egos in check.
Yes.
Managed
Another referee in the heat of that moment would have been dishing out yellow cards and messed up the whole momentum in the game.
Yeah. So, but I don't understand why the Nigerians honestly, and they are going way over the top, and they are even dragging Ghana into it. That if this is the best referee in Ghana, it tells you how bad the state of refereeing is in the country. It is distasteful. It is this. It is that. Look, it is true. Refereeing in Ghana is not the best, far from the best. But there are always exceptions to the rules, or to the mean. And Daniel Aye is an exception. He is an exception. That's how come he's been able to get this far. The only Ghanaian in this competition as an official, as a refereeing official, he's the only Ghanaian there. We know that Keto Kweku and others are there. They are also officials, but he is a game official. He's the only one who is there. He's clearly an outlier. He's the exception. And per what he did last night, he showed that, yes, indeed, he's a very solid referee. And he delivered a 7 to 8 over 10 kind of performance. And if you can't see that this is indeed consistent with what I have said, then it means that you are not looking at the issue objectively, but you are looking at it subjectively. And it is influencing your decision making, because there is no way that you can watch that game from an objective point of view with an objective angle and clearly tell me or convince anyone that yes, indeed, his performance was 4 over 10, 3 over 10, 2 over 10. How? See, adding up and
the West should be 6 over 10.
Yeah, adding up and the West finishes that.
Yes, before you finish, the West should be 6 over 10.
You mean even if you think he
was that bad?
Yeah,
the West should be 6 over 10.
Okay.
And 6 over 10 means that he was bang on average.
Yeah.
It means that it wasn't that bad. But at the end of the day, I don't believe that he was 6 over 10. Based on what I read, he checked a lot of the boxes. And I highlighted the issues that he didn't do well. That Calvin Bassey yellow card, very terrible call.
Yeah.
Very, very terrible call. Moroccan players kicking the ball away after a whistle had been blown. Delay of game. Straightforward, he should have dished out yellow cards to those players. He didn't. That was also wrong. Terrible call. And a few niggling injury calls here and there, 50-50 challenges here and there. Those are the 3 issues that caused a little bit of negative press for me. Aside those issues, there was nothing wrong with what he did and how he performed. So even if you have to go full-blown deduction, the worst you can give him is 7 over 10. And 7 over 10 is a B+. Or, an A-.
Finish up, right? So you know the Nigerians played Algeria in the quarterfinal, right? It was Senegalese referee Issa C, who was the center referee for that game. Algeria went on to lose to Nigeria. You saw what happened?
Yeah. That unprofessional behavior from the officials, and
the Algerians did that because they thought Issa C was terrible. That's why they went on to. The Nigerians did not say anything about that, and that even escalated and had Moroccan journalists and Algerian journalists. That's also another thing to talk about. I'm just saying that I've had my own concerns with officiating at this AFCON.
Because
in the group stage there were some decisions that I thought were funny, and I think as the AFCON or the games evolved, it improved. Because then what I realized was that CAF now selected the best that had done a good job in the group stage for the high profile matches in the quarterfinals. And that's why Issa C and Daniel Aye, and even the Gabonese referee who oversaw the Senegal-Egypt game, in Pierre Acho, made it to the best of officials to take care of the rest of the matches. I think that CAF knew that, one, Daniel Aye is a West African, he's Ghanaian, and per his body of work, they think he was or is the best man to have taken charge of that game. That's why they put him there. I'm saying this because people are asking that why did they not appoint somebody from East Africa,
South Africa,
or South or
Southern
Central?
Africa,
Yes, somebody very neutral. But I think it speaks about what CAF think has been the growth of African football on the continent. Even if we want to look at just officiating, before you even want to talk about the football itself. So the Nigerians should just focus on that game against Egypt, like I've said to Eko, and then go and play the Egypt game and win it and take the place and stop crying.
I doubt most of them even listened to their coach after he spoke.
Yeah, in Eric Shaw, yeah.
I doubt it, because if you listen to Eric Shaw speak, you wouldn't be looking at Daniel Aye as the instigator or as the cause of your loss to Morocco. He said that Morocco are deserved winners.
Yeah.
And that when he spoke in the lead up to the game, when he spoke about the quality that Morocco had, people thought that he was just bluffing and he was just trying to hype up Morocco and try to hype up the game. But he knew what he was talking about, and they showed it. Because, again, he stated that, look, they played in a 4-4-2 formation with a diamond formation. So, you see two strikers up top, Victor Osimhen and Akpo Adams, with Lookman playing behind them, a bit deep behind them. He is at the tip of the diamond. So, at the base, you have Onyeka and two players who are a little bit diagonally positioned next to him. That's Iwobi, and for yesterday's game, it was
Iwobi and
Onyedika. Onyedika, yes.
Yeah, so Onyedika and Onyeka,
yes, Onyedika.
And then Iwobi sometimes drift.
Yes. Then you have Lookman up top. So that gives you the diamond, the diamond shape.
Yeah.
Exactly, in midfield. Then you have your two strikers up top with your back four. And then Eric Shaw stated that, look, how they set up is based on being able to press high up the pitch, and that allows them to function well and play very strong attacking football. And that's what they did in the first half, and they contained Morocco. But in the second half, they lost. I don't know whether it was down to fatigue,
I
lost.
think it was down to fatigue.
But they lost a meter or two.
Yeah.
In they being able to press high up the pitch,
because they were losing the second balls.
With their formation, the way they set up, in the second half they were losing about 1 or 2 meters of pitch coverage, more or less, being able to cover the pitch, and so it affected them, and that's how come Morocco more or less looked like they were dominating the game from that point on, and it makes sense because at the end of the day, Morocco didn't play with any DM in that game. It was, if you look at the profile of the players who lined up in the midfield, El Hanawi and Saibari, all of those guys, they are creative midfielders. And so what you had was Morocco consistently dominating the ball, holding on to possession, being able to run with the ball because they have ball jugglers in these guys. And so Nigeria did a lot of tracking, running all over the pitch and tracking the runs of these guys. And so, like you said, in the second half, they looked a bit tired. They were a bit off the ball because they were a bit fatigued. And that affected their ability to really fully apply the positive side, or be able to generate the positive side in that 4-4-2 formation with a diamond setup in midfield. And that's what led to Morocco being able to dominate the game from that point on. And Nigeria had to rely on counter-attacks. And in that sense, it didn't work because Victor Osimhen was isolated up top, because all those balls to him were
the long balls, right?
The long balls to him were easily dealt by the Moroccan defenders. Naif Agued and Adam Masina. Both are tall, they are big, they are strong, and they've competed in the elite leagues. And so they know how to play a guy like Osimhen. Adam Masina played for, he played at Udinese, played Genoa, all of these teams in the Italian Serie A. He's a vet in the Italian Serie A, spent most of his years in the Italian Serie A. Naif Agued has played for West Ham in the EPL. Players like Osimhen, strikers like Osimhen, he's played against them. So he knows how to battle against those guys. And so, in that sense, dealing with an isolated striker, it was pretty easy because the Nigerian guys who could move upfield and support Lukman and Akko Adams and Victor Osimhen, they couldn't, because they were heavily involved in dealing with the threat and running around and tracking the runs of El Arnaoui, Brahim Diaz, Sabari, because they were constantly holding on to the ball and running with the ball, juggling with the ball. And that's what led to Nigeria not being at their best. Because ask yourself, prior to this game, when you compare this game that they played to the other games that they played, was this game against Morocco the worst performance for Nigeria in this tournament?
Yeah.
Yes, okay. Was it so because of Daniel Aye?
Nope.
So why are they?
In fact,
why are they up in arms?
The stats even speak for that performance they put up against Morocco.
I mean, sometimes,
because for a team that was getting everybody's plaudits, I mean, noted for its attacking whatever, they had just two shots and 11 touches in the Moroccan box.
Got dominated by Nigeria, by Morocco. Accept it. It's true. It's hurts. You want to go to another final and have a shot at winning the title.
Yeah. But
that doesn't mean that you should concoct any story and try to misprofile someone who did his job and did his job very well and quite well. And so for me, it was quite disappointing seeing how Nigerians reacted to this particular game, particularly Daniel Aye's performance.
Yeah.
They should be rather looking at how and why their best players didn't step up to play the penalties earlier, and they were waiting and allowed guys like Chukwueze and Co to play those penalties and completely messed up. Those are the questions that they should be asking. Why is it that their big players aren't stepping up to the plate to play those penalties? Because of these over-the-top criticisms. They don't want to be that. But at the end of the day, someone has to play. They went to play the penalties, and we saw the result. So Daniel Aye is not the main reason. He's not even a reason why they lost this game. There are multiple reasons why they lost this game. Look, you dominated Algeria. Vladimir Petkovic, he came out and he said that, look, he doesn't know whether to be diplomatic or to be patriotic or to just be truthful. Or to be diplomatic or be truthful. And the truth was that, and he confessed that Nigeria was just too good for them, for his team. And so you've come against a Moroccan side that was just too good. They nullified your threat. They messed up your formation. They messed up your game. They threw you out of your momentum, and you couldn't get your edge. You didn't have your edge in that game. It happens. But at the end of the day, you took that team that dominated you in every sphere of the game, every sect of the game, every category of the game, to 120 minutes, and they still couldn't beat you. You took them to penalty shootout. And it was just the penalty shootout that you didn't come out on top. How then do you lay the blame at the feet of the referee? For me, they've done well, but their worst, like I always say in every tournament, pray that your worst performance comes in the group stage, because when it comes in the knockout stage,
it's hard to take, and
you definitely suffer major consequences. And unfortunately for Nigeria, their worst game of the tournament came at the semi-final stage. And so those things went against them, not the referee.
Well said by Yahweh Jeminta. The Nigerians fell short against the host nation, Morocco. Morocco through to the finals. That final against Senegal is on Sunday at the Prince Moulay Abdallah Stadium. We have live radio commentary for you on Sunday, so do join us with all the analysis and updates, and then we'll take you to Rabat for that live radio commentary from the BBC World Service. I'm Gabby of Studio with Yai Jeminta. You're still listening to Inside AFCON on 97.3. You can also join the conversation by sending your thoughts 0539 986 996 0539 996 996. Well, let's switch attention to the finals itself, y'all. Senegal, Morocco on Sunday. Let's talk about that. The last time Morocco were in this position was in 2004. They faced Tunisia, right? Mm-hmm. And then they lost to Tunisia by 2-1. Yeah. They were not the host nation. It was the Tunisians who were the host nation. Yeah. But the last time they were the host nation was when they finished them fourth against Algeria also. For the 2004 one, I found out that Walid Regragui was actually a 28-year-old right back playing for the team at the time. He's guided this team to another final for the first time in 22 years. You can actually tell that the fans are gradually or have built some enormous pressure on this team. Walid Regragui has spoken at a press conference en route to this and says that he doesn't fear the sack and all of that. Just what are you expecting on that final in Sunday? They come up against Senegal, one of the tough sides in on the African continent.
Oh wow! I expect the game to go the way it did in that Morocco Nigeria game. That's how I expect the game to go. But I expect Senegal to be a bit sharper in attack than Nigeria were in their game. That's how I see it, because the Moroccans, they won't change their style of play. They've clearly shown that they can change their style and play a little bit unconventionally in order to be able to break through teams that are quite conservative and set up in a very low block. So in that sense, I see this game that's on Sunday playing out the way it did on Wednesday. Okay. Yeah, in that semi-final matchup between Nigeria and Morocco. On top of that, it features another West African team that has a similar profile to Nigeria. Big, athletic guys, technically very good, technically sound, and have a deep team in terms of they being able to call on multiple players who can come off the bench and still affect the game in a positive way without necessarily having any kind of drop-off in quality. So, yeah, like I said, I expect the same type of game on Sunday, like the one we witnessed yesterday between Nigeria and Morocco. But this time around on Sunday, I expect Senegal to be able to deliver a better performance than Nigeria did in their game against Morocco. And I dare say, Senegal still to win it for me. Senegal still to win it for me.
Interesting stuff. For Walid, if he fails to guide his team to win it, do you think it would be the best decision in the part of the Moroccan Football Federation to let him go, to sack him?
Oh, no. I don't think so. I mean, once he's made it beyond the semi-finals and he's made it to the final, I think, it's at some point he should be kept. If he had missed out on making it to the final and they have played poorly against Nigeria, then you'll be able to ask questions that, can this guy break the glass ceiling? That can he manage to convert all these expectations, all this great momentum into something tangible, which is winning a title? That's when the questions will be asked. Then you can start nitpicking that he didn't do this well, he didn't play this right tactic, he didn't play this right player, some of his calls on personnel choices weren't the best. Then you review it all, then possibly sack him. But once he's been able to make it to the final, I don't think such questions should even be asked, whether he wins it or he doesn't win it. Because, look, if he had failed to progress beyond the semi-final, you have serious questions to ask, in the sense that you made it to the World Cup semi-final. That's great. No matter how you look at it, positively or negatively, making it to the semi-finals of the World Cup means that you could have made it to the final. And you didn't. Okay, so let's put that aside. Then you went into the 2023 AFCON as the overwhelming favorite to win the title. And you got kicked out at the group stage. You didn't even qualify from the group stage.
Yeah.
You got kicked out at the group stage. So that means there's a major question mark. So if you are the host of this year's AFCON and you still can't make it to the final and potentially win the title, then there are major questions. Though on those grounds, yes, he would have likely gotten sacked. But the fact that he's been able to get to the final means that it's all well and good. I don't see him getting sacked, even if they miss out on winning the title.
Okay, let's see where the title will go. Western
for
Africa,
me, I think for me it goes to Senegal, West Africa. For me, it goes to Senegal.
Senegal's second AFCON title.
Yeah, second AFCON title.
In what, 5 years?
Yeah, in 5 years. And because of this whole Daniel Lai thing, they got me to do something that I haven't ever done before. That's when there's something trendy, a lot of people go on X and they change their name.
Oh, okay.
To suit the trend. So so that their names come. Because of this whole, I've done it. I've changed my Twitter handle's name to Daniel Lai PRO. My ex profile name to Daniel Lai PRO.
Our senior colleague
at Yao Mint YM. Yeah, so the name has been changed. The profile name has been changed.
Our boss girlfriend.
I saw him. Yeah, I saw he did that. I think he inspired me to do that.
In fact,
I saw it and I got inspired.
I don't know if he changed at the time. I was just reading something on his timeline because I was when I was on kickoff and I was just checking, and he posted a picture of Daniel Lai.
Yeah, that's his profile picture now.
Yeah, so I was like,
and he's pinned it.
Yeah, he's pinned it. I was like, did I come at the right time? Anyway.
Yeah, so Daniel Lai PRO at Yao Mint on X.
Interesting.
I like your boy.
Let's talk about the third place playoff. Egypt Algeria. Where is that one going?
Wow, Egypt Algeria. Yeah, Egypt Algeria. No, Egypt Nigeria.
Sorry, Egypt Nigeria.
Yeah, Egypt Nigeria. I think I'll go with Nigeria.
Nigeria to take the third place.
Yeah, Nigeria to take the third place because this is a type of game that you wouldn't necessarily have your usual starters play.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, they missed out on the ultimate, and so third place is cool, but third place for, let's say, a country like Comoros is cool.
Yeah.
Third place for a country like Tunisia that haven't won anything since winning the AFCON 2004 is cool. Third place for a country like Mali is cool. But third place for a country like Egypt is not cool.
It's not.
Especially for
the most decorated.
Yeah, especially
African
for a guy
country.
like Mohamed Salah. It's not cool. So you are likely not to see him in there. You are likely not to see a handful of big players in there.
To be honest, I'm still struggling to understand the relevance of it though. But
I think it's relevant.
Yeah, two things of the countries who play for the prize money.
Yes.
And then the medal.
Bronze
medal.
At the end of the day, it is something.
Okay.
When
we're talking about the history of the AFCON in that year,
it is something.
You get mentioned.
Yes, it might not mean much to maybe a country like Cote d'Ivoire, Nigeria, Ghana. Yeah. It might not mean much, but to other countries, it will mean the world to them. Imagine Sudan finishing third place. It will mean the world to them, and so I think that game, it depends on how you look at it, but at the end of the day, there is a reason why it is there. It's just like this whole issue I have with this saying that, don't judge a book by its cover. Yeah. There's a reason why the book has a cover. It is there to be judged, and there's a reason why a lot of people spend a lot of money.
The cover attracts.
Yes, on the cover.
Yeah. It will attract you to.
It will attract you to go pick that book up, and on top of that, a lot of people spend money on the cover to make it hard, to make it glossy, to make it different and stand out. So how then do you tell me that upon all the effort that goes into this, you say don't judge a book by its cover? Right, you get it. There's a third and fourth place game there. There's a reason why it is there, because of potential fairy tale stories. Yeah. So that a country like, let's say, Comoros, Sudan, if they make it to the semi-finals and they don't make it to the final, if they get a bronze medal, that's great for them.
It's big for them. Yeah.
It's big. It's a big deal. It's just like, let's say, going to the World Cup. Yeah. The last World Cup, Morocco finished fourth.
It was a big achievement.
If they had made it to third place and finished in third place, it would have been huge for them. You get it?
Yeah.
it might not be huge for a country like Brazil or Germany or France. Those third place now, it doesn't mean much to them. They won the trophy. But at the end of the day, it's not every country that is a France. It's not every country that is a Germany or Brazil. No. Third place will mean the world to about 99% of the world or the countries that are participating in the World Cup. It's the same thing in the AFCON.
Yeah.
A lot of imagine Uganda finishing third at 2025 AFCON. It will mean the world to them ahead of them hosting the tournament in 2027. So yeah, I think it should be played. It is being played, and I support it. But for this particular game, because of the issue I raised earlier, I don't see Egypt having the likes of Mamouche.
Yeah, you think they'll bench the key players, right?
Mo Salah. And it's the same thing. Yeah, I don't see them starting. I don't even see them playing. It's the same thing with Nigeria. I don't see Victor Osimhen playing. Yeah, even if he plays and he scores a goal, yes, top scorer at the AFCON is good and nice. But at the end of the day, would he really prop up his profile? I don't think so. And because they've missed out on making it to the final, it rules. I think it rules him out of being in contention to win the player of the tournament. So what is there to play for? So I don't think he will play. I don't think a handful of players in the Nigerian team will play, especially those who started this game against Morocco. They are. I'm pretty sure they are really fatigued. So there will be changes. And unlike Egypt, Nigeria have a very rich squad, a deep squad. So once they make those changes, when you look at the level, Nigeria will still be ahead of Egypt, and that's where I see Nigeria finishing in third place.
Okay. Let me get on to the WhatsApp console. See some few messages. Let me start off with this one. This says Yasin Bono saved. See what he's done. He says Yasin. I'm reading the way he's sent the message. He said Yasin Bono saved 2 penalties last night, and Nigeria out of the tournament. Remember the name Bono. He's from Bono is region of Ghana. His name is not Bono. It's Yasin Bono. Africa one goal. Yeah. Oh yeah. Yasin Bono. Yeah. That's Bounou. From the mountains to the shore. Let me get on to this message. It says, Shining Brothers doing justice to the AFCON on Nigeria. Respect, Yao and Gabi. It says his name is Adi Teacher from Ashaman. Let me get to YouTube, and then I'll run you through the top scorers and the clean sheets. Sweet Kwame says Nigeria they bleed, and then they cook the Ghanaian referee. Says Nigerians Madrid and Chelsea they bleed. Says Daniel I did well. Nigeria played 2 shots on target. Okay, let me just update you with who is leading the goal scorers chart, the assist chart, and then the clean sheets as well. So you have a fair idea of who will be winning what on Sunday when the award ceremony is done. So Brahim Diaz of Morocco has 5 goals. Victor Osimhen, he has 4 goals. Egypt have Mohamed Salah, who scored 4 goals, also at the tournament. For the assist, Ademola Lookman has 4, Sadio Mane has 3, Victor Osimhen 2 assists at the tournament for them. So you realize that the countries that have qualified for the top 4 also have their players leading those individual awards. For the clean sheets, Yasin Bono of Morocco, he has 5 clean sheets. Edouard Mendy follows suits with 4 clean sheets. And Lucas Zidane, Zinedine Zidane's son, he's a goalkeeper for the Algerian national team. He has 3 goals at the tournament. Well, everything will come to an end this Sunday. The 3rd and 4th place will take place on Saturday, and then the final is on Sunday at the Prince Muli Abdallah Stadium.
Oh, the flames of my love we burn bright. And
Well, another message from Frank inside Ashaman says, the referee did very well. He was very professional, but under pressure and still delivered. Okay. So Daniel Lai still being talked about after that performance in the I'll just final thoughts on the AFCON as it comes to an end this Sunday, and then it's a wrap of the next AFCON will be in 2027, and in fact the 2027 AFCON qualifiers will start in March. The countries who are to play the preliminary round will start Eswatini and those countries, they did a draw some 2 days ago. So if you find yourself there, you may say your country, something. Yeah. So just quick thoughts on the AFCON in general, just a wrap of everything that has happened so far. I think that I don't know, based on the facilities, the stadium, the quality of pitches we saw from Morocco, it puts pressure on Kenya, Tanzania, and Uganda to host the next AFCON in terms of, I don't know if they can match it up, but do better.
Oh wow! You can never say never, but okay. I think they can.
You think they can do it?
I think they can match it or get close to it, but I don't think they can do better. Per what I've seen so far, I don't think they can get better. Outdo what Morocco have done.
Yeah.
In the sense that, look, they can give us what we had in Cote d'Ivoire.
Okay.
That's what. And the Cote d'Ivoire edition was brilliant.
Yeah, it was good.
It's just that Morocco have taken it to another level. But the Cote d'Ivoire version was very good. In the sense that these countries do not have the facilities like Morocco. But because it's co-hosting, and so what that means is now you have 24 teams and you have 3 host nations. So 8 teams per country.
Yeah.
So what that would mean is like basically 2 groups per country. And so once you have 2 stadiums or 3 stadiums at most, yes, you can sort it out.
Okay.
Yes. And 3 stadiums for, let's say, a country like Kenya, a country like Tanzania. Yeah, it's not too much of a stretch. And they can be able to put up very good facilities to be able to host the competition. So, yeah, I think they can do a very good job. I don't see them topping what Morocco have done.
Okay.
But I do see them being able to do a very good job. And for this AFCON, yeah, I cannot say much. I cannot
on a scale of 1 to 10.
I cannot stop talking about how good and impressive it has been. On the scale of 1 to 10, I'll give
10
it
over 10.
On a scale of 1 to 10, okay, so it's had controversies.
Yeah.
It had brilliant football.
Yeah.
It had.
It faced some slight challenges with spectatorship at the start.
Yeah, that's the only bit. That's the only bit. Yeah. And so I'll give it a 9 over 10.
A 9 over 10.
A 9 over 10. Yeah, I'll give it a 9 over 10.
I think that in terms of spectatorship, what we saw in Cote d'Ivoire supersedes it.
Yes.
Slightly.
Yes. And then and I'll give it a 9 over 10 because of that. And the failure of CAF to ensure that the mixed zone was a bit more controlled. Okay. It was too chaotic.
Okay. You think that
Morocco, Algeria, that whole thing. Yeah, it wasn't a good look. And on top of that, I would have loved to see a bit more better protection for the referees.
Okay.
After the games, once we started seeing a trend where the game is done, then players will be attacking the referee physically, verbally. I expected the
more security
or the stewards to be a little bit sharper in terms of being able to move close to the officials and prevent all these issues from happening. And more or less de-escalate it.
Yeah.
But we kept on seeing it consistently, and that for me wasn't a good look. But aside that, yeah, this has been a brilliant tournament, and I believe that the final act of the competition will also live up to the part. And so right. I've loved every bit of it, and I see Senegal ending up as winners of the title.
All right, just quick one, 30 seconds. It's a message from someone. He's listening to Manuel from Achimota. Says, "Hi guys, please, what do you think about Ghana going for Eric Shell after the World Cup? Need your opinion. Thank you. Hashtag inside AFCON." Yeah. Good move, wrong move.
I absolutely support it.
You don't go in.
Absolutely support it.
You know, funny enough, I was having that conversation with Bernard today.
Oh, why wouldn't I support it? A guy who has been able to get the best out of Akwa Adams, Osimhen, and Victor and Ademola Lookman, and especially Alex Iwobi, why wouldn't I love it?
So
because at the end of the day, look at what we have and what is happening with our players. They do so well out there. They come and they look so lost. It's not like they don't perform. They look so lost. Clearly, it is not a talent issue. It is a coaching issue. And if I can get a coach to get them to be playing attacking football and be performing, why not?
You don't commit.
I don't commit.
Well, I don't commit too because of his body of work. The one what he's done at Mali.
Yes.
And then what
he's done with Nigeria. And on top of that, I also don't commit Daniel Lai to the World Cup. Yes, he's definitely going to the World Cup. I've seen this kind of performance.
Okay. Well, that's it for today on Inside AFCON 97.3. Back same time tomorrow, 3 to 4 p.m. You heard from Yahweh Jamie Entire and your host, Gabby Offair. You can always join us for Inside AFCON. Up next is the news at 4. And for first team, she tipped Morocco to win the AFCON. They are still there for far.
I said let's keep our fingers crossed until
but they're in the final with Senegal.
Yeah, exactly. So I mean,
so Morocco's still to win for you.
Yeah.
Okay.
But then I mean, I'm always on the winning team, so whatever happens, I mean,
so you can show to Senegal.
Exactly.
Okay, take it up for the news at 4.
Coming up in the news at 4, Attorney General withdraws charges against 2 accused in Abu Trika extradition case. Also coming up, minority calls for dismissal